brown blood on his grey lips. He'd got a padded jacket on, bloated up with wet, the kind a man might wear under a coat of mail. A fighting man, then. A straggler, maybe, lost his crew and been picked off. A Union man, no doubt, but he didn't look so different to Dogman or to anyone else now he was dead. One corpse looks much like another. The Great Leveller, Dogman whispered to himself, since he was in a thoughtful frame of mind. That's what the hillmen call him. Death, that is. He levels all differences. Named men and nobodies, south or north. He catches everyone in the end, and he treats each man the same. Seemed like this one had been dead no more than a couple of days. That meant whoever killed him might still be close, and that got the Dogman worried. The mist seemed full of sounds now. Might have been 100 carles waiting just out of sight. Might have been no more than the river slapping at its banks. Dogman left the corpse lying and slunk off into the trees, ducking from one trunk to another as they loomed up out of the grey. He nearly stumbled on another body, half buried in a heap of leaves, lying on his back with his arms spread out. He passed one on his knees, a couple of arrows in his side, face in the dirt, arse in the air. There's no dignity in death, and that's a fact. The Dogman was starting to hurry along, too keen to get back to the others, tell them what he'd seen, too keen to get away from them corpses. He'd seen plenty, of course, more than his share, but he'd never quite got comfortable around 'em. It's an easy thing to make a man a carcass. He knew 1,000 ways to do it, but once you've done it, there's no going back. One minute he's a man, all full up with hopes and thoughts and dreams, a man with friends and family and a place where he's from. Next minute, he's mud. Made the Dogman think on all the scrapes he'd been in, all the battles and the fights he'd been a part of. Made him think he was lucky still to be breathing. Stupid lucky. Made him think his luck might not last. He was halfway running now, careless, blundering about in the mist like an untried boy, not taking his time, not sniffing the air, not listening out. A named man like him, a scout who'd been all over the north, should have known better, but you can't stay sharp all the time. He never saw it coming. Something knocked him in the side, hard, ditched him right on his face. He scrambled up, but someone kicked him down. Dogman fought, but whoever this bastard was, he was fearsome strong. Before he knew it, he was down on his back in the dirt, and he'd only himself to blame. Himself, and the corpses, and the mist. A hand grabbed him round his neck, started squeezing his windpipe shut. He croaked, fiddling at the hand, thinking his last moment was on him, thinking all his hopes were turned to mud. The Great Leveller, come for him at last. Then the fingers stopped squeezing. "Dogman?" said someone in his ear. "That you?" The hand let go his throat, and he sucked in a breath, felt himself pulled up by his coat. "Shit on it, Dogman! I could have killed ya!" He knew the voice now well enough. Black Dow, the bastard. Dogman was half annoyed at being throttled near to dying, half stupid happy at still being alive. He could hear Dow laughing at him, hard laughter, like a crow calling. "You all right?" "I've had warmer greetings," croaked Dogman, still doing his best to get the air in. "Count yourself lucky. I could have given you a colder one, much colder. I took you for one of Bethod's scouts. Thought you was out over yonder up the valley." "As you can see," he whispered. "No. Where's the others at?" "Up on a hill, above this fucking mist, taking a look around." Dogman nodded back the way he'd come. "There's corpses over there, loads of 'em." "Loads of 'em, is it?" asked Dow, as though he didn't think Dogman knew what a load of corpses looked like. "Ha! Aye, a good few anyway. Union dead, I reckon. Looks like there was a fight here." Black Dow laughed again. "A fight? You reckon?" Dogman wasn't sure what he meant by that. "Shit," he said. They were standing up on the hill, the 5 of them. The mist had cleared up, but the Dogman almost wished it hadn't.